A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a highly anticipated meeting today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. President Donald Trump convene at the White House, marking their first discussion since the recent strikes against Iran. This meeting comes at a critical juncture as both leaders aim to navigate the complex waters of Middle Eastern diplomacy, particularly regarding the ongoing conflict in Gaza and the contentious issue of a nuclear deal with Iran. The backdrop of this meeting is a 21-month-long war against Hamas, which has left deep scars on both sides and raised urgent questions about the future of peace in the region. Trump has expressed a desire for a durable ceasefire in Gaza, proposing a 60-day pause in hostilities to facilitate negotiations for a more permanent resolution. However, the path to peace remains fraught with challenges. Hamas has made it clear that any ceasefire must lead to a complete cessation of hostilities, while Netanyahu insists that any agreement must include the dismantling of Hamas's military capabilities. Recent estimates indicate that around 50 hostages remain in Gaza, with the conflict having claimed numerous lives and exacerbated the humanitarian crisis in the region. Netanyahu has vowed to free these hostages and defeat Hamas, setting a high bar for any potential ceasefire agreement. The dynamics of this meeting are further complicated by the recent U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear sites, which both leaders have hailed as a significant success. While Trump appears motivated to pursue a diplomatic solution with Iran, Netanyahu's historical resistance to nuclear negotiations raises questions about the extent of their cooperation on this front. As they prepare to discuss the possibility of a ceasefire and a nuclear deal, both leaders must contend with the complex realities on the ground. The optics of their meeting may suggest a united front, but serious questions linger about the feasibility of achieving lasting peace. Observers note that the meeting could serve as a catalyst for renewed discussions on a U.S. ceasefire proposal currently under consideration by Israel and Hamas. Netanyahu has expressed optimism about advancing the ceasefire discussions, indicating that he is committed to achieving a deal that aligns with Israel's security needs. However, the sticking points remain significant, particularly regarding Hamas's demands for an end to the conflict and a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. As the situation continues to evolve, the international community watches closely, hoping for a breakthrough that could alleviate the suffering of countless civilians impacted by the ongoing violence. Trump, eager to position himself as a peacemaker, has touted his administration's previous successes in facilitating peace agreements in other regions. He has made it clear that he desires to broker a resolution in Gaza, which has seen escalating violence and humanitarian crises. However, the precise details of any potential agreement remain uncertain, with both leaders needing to navigate the complex political landscape and the expectations of their respective constituencies. In the days leading up to the meeting, Trump expressed cautious optimism about the prospects for a ceasefire, though he acknowledged the fluid nature of negotiations. As the discussions unfold, the world waits to see whether this meeting will lead to tangible progress or if it will merely serve as another chapter in the long history of conflict in the region. Ultimately, the meeting between Netanyahu and Trump represents a critical moment in the ongoing efforts to address the multifaceted issues facing Israel, Hamas, and the broader Middle East. With both leaders under pressure to deliver results, the outcome of their discussions could have far-reaching implications for peace and stability in the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.